As I get ready to reassemble this old 43 block, this is pretty common to see these oil pan bolts snapped off. They're just little 5/16 coarse thread bolts. So I have 3 of them broke off in the block. I normally don't show this kind of stuff because everybody already knows how to do it and has their own method, but I'm just trying to document more stuff. So I'm going to just try and easy out. I don't think they'll come out. Probably end up welding them, but probably I'll find the flattest one that's easiest to drill, and we'll try and easy out before I bust out the welder. Often I don't show this type of thing because, as I said, everybody has their own method, and a lot of people will say, oh, we all know how to do that, but as the viewer, just keep in mind there's all different kinds of people on YouTube. Some have done it all, some know it all, some haven't done a thing and know nothing, and that's okay. So there might be someone out there who would be curious about how we do stuff like this. So there's 3 broken bolts. I chose this one because it's broke off down in the farthest, so it'll be the most challenging to weld to, but also probably the most likely to come out because I'll have less of the actual thread down in the block. So when you're using these, it's important to get as close to center as you can and get a good center punch started. By angling the punch when you drive it, you can actually steer it a little bit. Start with a small bit. Use something to lubricate it. With these small bits, you want a high speed, so high RPM, and on whatever kind of chuck you're using, key to not breaking all these so often is just keep your chuck kind of loose. So if it grabs, it will spin in the chuck instead of snapping. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to snap a bit. I might break 16 here, but that's one thing you can do to try to avoid doing this. So if you notice, I'm going at an angle, and that's just to get a straight shot on it, because my center punch was a little crooked. So you get one shot to kind of get your pilot hole started straight. A nice sharp bit. And as you can see, these are just regular steel bolts, and they're quite soft. Making a nice chip. Pull your bit out every now and then to clean it out. Steel makes nice curly chips like that. Cast iron makes filings. So you'll either feel a thunk as you go through, or suddenly you'll see filings, kind of grainy stuff coming out instead of actual chips. I'm not putting a ton of pressure on it. Just enough. And if your bit's going to break, it's going to be when it pokes through the bolt. And I don't have to go all the way through. The deeper I go, the easier it's going to be for me to drive the easy out in far enough to actually get a grab on it. Alright, I'm through. The bit's grabbing funky, so that I can tell I'm through the end of the bolt. Now we're just going to slowly go up in size. The rest of the holes will drill a little bit easier. Now that's a pilot hole, so it's going to follow that. So if it's straight and centered, that's good. See there, my chuck's too loose. As you go larger in bit size, as I can tell you from personal experience, yes, it's annoying that the chuck keeps slipping, but that's a whole lot better. It's super annoying when it goes snap and then you got a broken drill bit in there, because then you need a carbide bit, or it's a whole other process to get the broken bit out. Alright, I'm through. I'm going to go up one more size. I always like the biggest easy out I can get in there. going through very nice now. I'm actually going to trust it easy out. So just put it in there. Give it a little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. And look at that. Victory. Bazinga. Success. I'm not going to do the other two on camera because you get the idea. That came out extremely easy, so I expect nothing less. I already got everything here, so I'm not going to bother with the welder. So that'll be a separate video where you weld a nut on here, or use the TIG welder to heat it up and take it out. But this is the easiest method and the cheapest. I mean, you can buy a set of these anywhere for a couple bucks, and everybody's got a hammer and a cordless drill. So that's how you get out a small broken bolt from your engine block. If you like this type of video, let me know. I literally do this stuff multiple times a day, every day, sometimes more involved, but I often overlook some of these what I consider mundane, boring things because I don't know if anybody really wants to see it. But thank you for watching, and talk to you more soon. Catch you later.